Greetings, everyone. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Friday night. Hello, and welcome back to Turf War and Vibe, which I haven't really done much Turf War and Vibes, at least how I used to for a while because of my work schedule. And so tonight's a little bit of an experiment of sorts, where I'm bringing back the weapon gimmicks, but I'm also not streaming at like 11:55 at night because it's not a work night. I don't typically work Friday nights, so I'm thinking if this works out for folks, I could do my Turf War and Vibe nights on Friday nights going forward, so I can usually start around like, 7:30, 8:39-ish, depending on, if I have stuff going on. Like today, the Friday before Labor Day, I'm having a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. So that's why it's like 9 o'clock tonight, but like for future references, maybe, this could be a little bit more lenient and more available for actually folks who are, maybe Eastern time, maybe late night Europe folks, who knows. Either way, I'm hoping that maybe if it works for y'all, if this works better, I could do my Turf War and Vibes on Friday nights. So we'll see. Let me give a proper hello to everyone, and I'm not answering that, Joseph, but hello, Joseph, hello, Nobody, hello, Ragdy, hello, DJ, hello, Dylan, hello, Cat Dogs, hello, Mary, hello, Porl, hello, Posy, who was here earlier. I don't know if you went honk shoe, honk me, but yeah, if you didn't see the little thumbnail, tonight we will be working on the Milk REEF-LUX. It's like, it has a more professional name, but I'm going to call it the Milk REEF-LUX because it's, easier to just call it milk. So we'll be working on the milk. Milk. Yummers. We love milk in this household. So I will gobble this up. And of course, as always, for anyone who wants to join us, the pool is CantDoJack. Remember, we're all skill levels here, and we're all just here just to hang out, chill, after a long day. And of course, as always, if I ever need to adjust anything audio, please let me know. I'm more than happy to accommodate and try to make my voice louder, the music quieter, whatever. We're just here to hang out and chill for the evening / night / time zone. For those who celebrate, happy early Labor Day, because that's kind of why I'm so busy. Is America moment. And Labor Day is very, very busy because that's usually when my family tries to do like a reunion of sorts. So it's been a bit chaotic. I'm definitely not gonna be able to stream tomorrow. So sadly, Surprise Saturday is still on hold for those who do enjoy Surprise Saturday. Sorgi. However, Sunday night I'm hoping to bring back the late night streams officially. I was like kind of taking a back seat from that because I was like way too burned out and way too tired after work. And I was like, I'm not gonna force myself to stream this like next week or two just because like I've been going through it. I've been going through the ringer a little. But I'm hoping to bounce back. I'm hoping to have some late night vibes. And I got some new games to try for late night vibes as well. So, hopefully folks enjoy. I'm hoping to do like a new game on Sunday night after work, maybe. I think I'm gonna take off Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm going to do late night. And then Thursday, I'm probably going to do Corb again. More Starcross Whirl for folks who enjoyed that. And then, whatchamacallit? I'm dying. And then Friday, do the TWAV, because we enjoyed a TWAV. At least I think folks enjoyed the TWAV. I hope so. Corb, and hello, Pugizzy. Hopefully you're doing well. I'll take the trade. They turf on my war until I buy. Yay, okay, I was hoping someone would notice a Discord announcement. That was my Discord announcement. It was like, they turf on my war until I buy. Because I thought it was silly. Hello, Audio Lizard. Hopefully you're doing well. Don't know how you got here, but anyways, hi. Well, hello. Hopefully you're doing well. I legit did a double take. That's awesome. I want people to be like, huh, when they saw that. It was supposed to grab people's attention. So I at least grabbed your attention, so that worky. Teehee smile. I'm gonna check if you got the figure for the motion Kirby minigame in Forgotten Land. No, trust me. I believe I have 100% the motion minigame because I remember suffering through it. I remember literally that was the stream where people really realized why I use stick controls in Splatoon. Was literally 100%ing that minigame in Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Gave me one of the worst migraines I ever got while gaming. Like, ever. It was awful. It was the worst part of a Forgotten Land. 100, like, not 100, or 90%ing that game. Yeah, like, the motion just, it hurt. It hurty. Like, that was, I still remember how bad that migraine was. I took, like, the strongest, like, painkiller I could get, and it still felt like my skull was, like, cracking. That's how bad the headache was. It felt awful. So, I'm 99% sure I 100%ed that minigame and got that stupid figurine. I can check the VODs. The VODs exist, where some VOD, I decided to tackle it and do it. It exists. I just don't know which VOD. Or I could just like open up Kirby in the Forgore and like check my figurines then. I'm not gonna do that now though, because right now I'm too busy Splatooning, but chug motion sickness pills, true. That's what I need. If I ever like become more competitive based instead of casual based, I'll just need to consume pill in order to be like actually like peak at Splatoon versus like what at my best I'm like top 3,500 or something. Like that was the best I got back when I was like super active with this game, which was forever ago. Feels like a lifetime. Yo, my motion sickness can be that bad. If I do something like that for like an hour straight, which is what I did, I suffered through that Kirby minigame for like over an hour straight, and it was awful. I was literally like ready to sob and cry my eyes out because of how bad the headache was. Your Switch dead because you haven't touched it in weeks. Oh noes. God, I love this song. I love my music playlist so much, chat. You don't even know. Or if you do know, well, you know. I add on to this thing too. Every time I find like a goated lo-fi, I'm just like, banger. That's going on the list. Found a remix of the final boss of Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros. I forgot it was called Paper Jam Bros. Sounds so horrible, really generic. Yeah, no, the AI extended music is terrible. You can tell there's no soul to it at all. I once like, I thought it was a fan extension of Believer. I've told multiple people I'm a huge Imagine Dragons fanatic, but I found something I was like, ooh, an extended version of Believer. Maybe someone, you know, added on some fan covers to it or something. No, it was AI, and it was so bad. Like, the AI took Dan Reynolds' voice, like, you know, the lead singer, and like it sounded distorted. It was weird. It was like a robot mimicking Dan Reynolds, and I'm like, ugh, this is not. No, I want an extended cover, like, you know, maybe add in some guitar solos or something. Excuse me. But no, that was like super jarring, and I absolutely despised it. You know, I will never support AI media like that. Milk, true, milk is based. Also, Flo, did you get to Kalegi safely? I hope. I wanted to send you a DM, but low-key was kind of hectic today. But I want to like wish you a safe journey to Kalegi and hope you get. Oh, I move in tomorrow. Okay, I saw your status, so I was like, I don't know if you're moving now or, but I know you're about to be on the move. I've been in editing jail. Oh no. Wait, who said you could escape the jail? Flota's breached containment. Everyone, drag Flota back to jail now. I'm coming from playing some emulators because it's the type of game that my laptop can run without exploding. No, that's so real. I remember in college I used to run a lot of Pokemon fan games. Was my poison for my gaming laptop. Money, not really, Labau. Buddy's just like, hey, Cromer? Buddy's like the opposite. Buddy's the anti-spam ton. Instead of trying to get Cromer, Buddy's just like, you want Cromer? Now's your chance to be a big shot. Have some money. College stuff, true. I spent a lot of money on vending machines in college. I love Animal Crossing music. Animal Crossing Pug. Also, hi nobody, I see you on the floor. I have plenty of money in my account. Oh, I am now officially in debt. Woo! Yeah! Welcome to college life. You're gonna be in debt for years. Yeah! A $5. True. Moo! What's up, Porl? How you doing? Hopefully you're doing fine. I'm glad to be back with the vibe. Is it my milk or someone else's Lamau? It should, depends. Who works for Sheldon? It might be Sheldon's milk, actually. Yeah, can I bring my cat or nah? What, to the apartment? I mean, it depends on the landlord. Misa don't know what the landlord, you know, pet policies are different. I was like, haha, booyah bombed your crab. I'm cooked. Just kidding. I'm trading. No, I'm personally fine with cats. I love cats. My family's allergic, but I'm not. From my, like, I literally cat sitted for my neighbor and got like my sweatpants full of cat fur, and like I was fine. My parents were pissed though because they were the ones doing the wash, and they were like, ew, cat hair. And I was like, but the cat was cute. The cat just wanted to like snuggle. The cat literally just like rubbed its head and body all over my leg. So yeah, I like cat. It just depends on living condition. Man, I keep trading with folk. I feel like God. Wow. I feel like you're in the stage of life right now. That's so fair and real. Life be like that sometime. Honestly, emulation's really good right now because games are getting more expensive. I mean, I'm getting them because I'm a collector, but like I know most folks are not going to. So if anyone ever needs a second opinion on getting a Switch 2 or getting specific games for Switch 2, that's why I like to stream them and play them and stuff, so folks can like make that determination themselves of, oh, should I get this or not? There's a lot of pros, but there's a lot of cons, and the biggest con is that big bucky price taggy. Hey, hello Stella, hopefully you're doing well. Nobody stop crabbing on me. No crab rave. Crab. Oh my gosh, wait, I just realized crab, just like your cult follower. That Nintendo, well, I mean, okay. The thing about that, Stop crabbing, not crapping, crabbing. The thing about, okay, so I want to tackle that. The thing about Nintendo saying you don't technically own the console, that's technically also in the PS5 and the Xbox terms of services. Same with the games. That's something that's not really new. And here's the thing. That's more connected to if you're using modding. And that's more like if you're using online mods. You can do anything you want with your console offline. It's just about modding, and it's about modding online, really. That's like the biggest thing. So like the general consumer doesn't really have to worry about that like at all. If you're someone who's like an emulator, somebody who likes to like pull the game files, if you're somebody who likes to analyze the game's code, the Switch 2 it's very easy to accidentally brick your own Switch 2 if you're trying to actively get into the source code or do things like that. But if you're doing things in a manner where, you know, Nintendo can't catch it, then you're fine. And like I said, the general consumer and add on physically, like the extended game card inserts would brick it too. Those are very few and far between though, from what I've seen. Like, okay, there's definitely problems, but I think Nintendo's not doing that too much because like I've seen people go out and test third-party stuff and it be just fine. It's definitely not good that exists. I'm not trying to defend Nintendo at all, just to clarify. I'm just trying to be devil's advocate and be like, okay, well, there's definitely some of those cases are very rare. It sucks that it's happening at all. It shouldn't even happen at all, but I'm just saying, like, it is rare that they're happening. I know Nintendo just wants control over their own product, which makes sense from a business perspective, but I agree that it is not consumer friendly and that's not good. It's not. I don't want to glaze Nintendo because even though I love Nintendo to death, I will still be firm about when things are anti-consumer, and that's not good. And Nintendo has done that a few times, and more so recently with Switch 2 stuff about being anti-consumer. Hell, they're even being anti-developer lately, I've noticed. Literally one of the things they said was because of the, there's a lot of issues right now with getting the parts to make cartridges for Switch 2. And because of that, Nintendo's just like, hey, just develop for Switch 1 cartridges instead. Or develop for Switch 1 because of the hardware issues or the lack of hardware availability is something they told developers. So that's not a good sign either. It's so weird because like I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous about the future of like this console and Nintendo as a whole, because I do adore a large variety of their game gallery, but a couple of decisions they're making are just not right. Look at Jamboree TV. Jamboree TV was supposed to be like a really cool addition add-on to a really good game, but it actually made the game worse. Like, actively blocking all the new rule sets only behind the Jamboree TV. And same with like, you'd have to go into like a separate menu just to utilize the graphics, like enhanced graphics and everything. It just feels really like a weird divide between Switch 1 users and Switch 2 users. And to begin with, the only thing good about Jamboree TV is like the roller coaster and like the mouse control mini games. Like Bowser TV, it's okay, it's a little charming, but there's like 3 mini games to it. There's like 3 mini games and they're all like just okay. Yeah, I'll agree Nintendo was definitely a bit... They've always had their issues, but I feel like they were a little bit better with consumer friendly in the past. the only reason why I get everything is, number one, I'm a collector, but number two, well, I have three reasons. I'm a collector, I'm a content creator, and then number three is I want to support certain games more than others. So like I will actively shout off the top of my lungs if I believe a game is really good. Like, I've sung my praises enough about Donkey Kong Bonanza being literally one of my favorite 3D platforming experiences ever. And I'm just like holding my tongue waiting to play the post game until like the time's right. Because I really want to 100% that game. I genuinely, like, Colonel's almost 100%ed it, and he's like, dude, the post game is filled with like good amount of content in it. It's a bit grindy, but it's a lot of fun. And I'm over here like, damn, I really want to play Bonanza. But I want to stream it, so I'm holding my tongue. And then like Kirby, I only played a little bit of Starcross World, but Starcross World is actually an add-on that's really worth it. The additional 12 levels are big, and trying to 100% those levels is a task. I spent 2 hours 100%ing the first two like levels, and doing like I think 3 or 4 other levels, and that was like a good 2 hours doing so. There's still like I'm probably gonna spend a total of 8 hours in Starcross World, and then another like 3 to 5 hours 100%ing Kirby and Forgotten Land, because I only had it at like 90%. So there's still a lot of content to that game, especially if no one's ever played the original. As for Mario Kart World's on a bit of a gray area for me personally. I really think they should improve the multiplayer a bit more, but the actual free roam is very chill and relaxed, and I quite enjoyed my time doing like my little late night free roam streams where we just like went around and did P-switches and yapped and got the like all the costumes and everything. I enjoyed my time immensely with that. Or quite, I don't know if immensely is the right word for it. It's definitely, I highly enjoyed it. It was a pretty good time, and I enjoyed it. Minus my own skill issues of accidentally revealing my Wi-Fi name and IP address and having to quickly private stream and cut that out. Besides those skill issues on my part, I still had a really good time. And then we got Kirby Air Riders, I think is going to be the #1 game outside of Legends ZA. I think is also going to be really solid. I know Legends ZA is coming to Switch 1 as well, but I think it's definitely just going to run so much better on Switch 2. Same with whenever Metroid arrives. Metroid Prime 4 is just going to be better on Switch 2, I think. I don't think it's going to have much different content other than like the mouse controls, but I think it's just going to be, you know, the definitive version of it. And welcome back, Mary. That Jammer TV is $20 plus the original game, and half the new stuff can't be played online. Exactly my biggest problem with it. A lot of the stuff in it just can't be played online, and the new stuff just kind of feels a bit lackluster. Like, I don't know. And hopefully you're doing well, Spiky. Yeah, it's been a hot minute, but hopefully you're doing well. I could ramble on and on and on and on about this stuff, but I don't want to annoy anyone. But I will say I am still very passionate overall about a lot of Nintendo like IPs and franchises, and it's like I want to just like play them for you all to see how you all are enjoying it, or if you don't enjoy it, so you know, like, hey, I wouldn't worry about getting it then. Also, I think we've had a full lobby for a bit. I'm gonna back out after this next game. We're gonna back out and do a new drop-in. Jack, we love your rambles, don't be ashamed. Thank. And also, hello, Briano. Hopefully you're doing well. By the new REEF-LUX 450 milk, true. We are milking with the REEF-LUX. Free Roman World, my only complaint is after you get like 90% of the P-switches, it becomes a pain to find the new ones. I really wish they added like a proper mini-map or something. Like, that's something I think Mario Kart World needs for the free roam, and then I just it needs some multiplayer improvements, and I feel like the tracks need a little more to them. Like, a lot of people don't like the intermission tracks. I don't mind them, but the problem is item bagging is awful. I always didn't like item bagging, and it's just even worse in Mario Kart World. So there's definitely a couple hurdles that needs to go through. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's still enjoyable, but it definitely needs a little bit more. But I'm hopeful for two major things. Something I've discussed with my one buddy. Oh, I shouldn't say one buddy. I should just say his name, Colonel. Something I've discussed with Colonel is like, okay, if you're Nintendo right now, what's a big franchise that needs to be on Switch 2 to really get folks excited? And that's Splatoon, which Splatoon Raiders is eventually coming. We don't know when, but Splatoon Raiders is down the pipeline. And then a new Animal Crossing. And I think it's been a while. I think Animal Crossing is probably cooking, and I'm just hopeful that they reveal it within like a year or so. I would love for like Animal Crossing, like a new Animal Crossing, to have like a fall 2026 release. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but an NB can like hope, right? And ah. Is her one has much kind of dramatic on it. I said nothing. I'll just say I'm sorry you had a bad day, Mary. And I hope next week is better for you. I saw it for a brief moment. I'll just say, yeah, I hope you have a better week next week. Yeah, no prob. And I'm not too bad, Pugizzy. Hopefully you're fine. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Ragdi. Like, any, like, AI extended song like that is just soulless, and it just lacks so much passion, which pisses me off the most. I'm gonna ramble inbound some more. I mean, that's kind of what these Turf War and vibes are. Just chill out, hang out, talk about whatever. And one of the things I like to ramble and always say is I see art as the reflection of a soul. And I see any media like that. So, like, anything that's AI generated like that, that's media, is just awful because it removes the soul that's in that media. Oh, I was supposed to back out. Oops, that's my bad. That's a skill issue on my own part. Let me just do that. But yeah, like, art, game development, music, film, all these media have like people, like a bit of people's soul in it. Like, people really put their heart and souls into what they create. And if you're just telling a machine to do it, the machine is just mimicking patterns that exist without really putting in any actual perspective, any actual soul. And it's something that just makes me worried about the future. Because, like, if people keep trying to implement AI, the mimic, whoa, I made the mimic. My name is Edwin. I made the mimic. I love that song. Anyway, new drop in. But damn it, my pictures have soul and I love them, and that's all that matters. That is so true and so real. your shiny trap head shell like Bonanza's post content. Yeah, I'm hoping I will. I don't want to call out a certain somebody, but I kind of want to hope a certain artwork is done before going into post game. I don't want to be rude about it though, so I've just been trying to find a way to lewdly communicate it without absolutely calling out an individual. But I really don't want to complete that game until the time is right, I've been saying. Don't give me that emote. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to do... You don't have to call yourself out, buddy. Buddy, you didn't have to call yourself out. I know you like drawing other things. I know you don't really care for that style. So I was like, I don't want to be passive aggressive. I want to just lightly poke. You don't have to call yourself out on it. Are we cosplaying DJ Octavio? Ooh, sweet. The more you elude it, the more it becomes, well, to you maybe, but not to anyone else. They don't know Jack. I don't tell them much about like art stuff until the art is usually out. Like, I didn't tell anyone I was making I like commissioned for a Kirby PNG tuber. It just kind of happened, and then boom, I revealed it yesterday. I speak of like 2 artists. Well, it could have been Hyena. You had no idea. It could have been the other one. You don't know. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Well, most people forget the information like that. I forgot I might have mentioned it during a Bonanza Let's Play. 99% of people forget stuff like that, though. Pearl's like the only one that really listens and, like, is there for every piece of content I make. Most people only show up whenever I'm playing multiplayer, so... Not everyone knows that. Well, now they do, but, you know. Well, okay, then Stella's another exception. The point is... I don't mean to be rude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Gee. I'm only chuckling because I feel a little awkward. This is the only way I cope is with humor. See, nobody doesn't remember. See? He doesn't know. See? There you go. Thank you, nobody. I can always count on you, so. I can always count on them to for war. I'll work on it after work tomorrow. You don't have to, buddy. Ojin Birdley. My memory gets foggy sometimes. No, that's so real. Point is, I just want to play Bonanza more. I just don't want to be a pain in the ass either. I don't want to like Satan grab you and force you to draw either, bunny. Yeah, true. You said new, so you're fine, Audio Lizard. I want to play the monkey game. It's fun. I like to be giant gorilla and smash thing. You can play it without it. You can do that. I already did the main story without it, though. That's the thing. I already beat the main game. I wanted to wait for the post game then to have the artwork. If that's okay, I don't mind waiting another 2 weeks. I just want to play the post game eventually. From time you do tomorrow, it'll be a short work day. Okay. Thank you, Simon. I'm sorry. Sorry, accident. Why are you bleeding? Do. Do. Do do do. I'm dying slowly. Okay, I'm good. Hey, Bunny killed me in game. Whoopee, that was revenge. You know I love you, Seb. Sorry, Geefer. Skill issue-y. Ooh, ooh, you almost dead. You almost dead. I saw you. I saw you, so. Yeah. Whoopee. Down, 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 down. Ah. You know, I'm a little bit better with my reflux than I thought I was, so that's always good. Getting this sucker to 3 stars will be a pinch. I kind of want to 4-star it eventually, but not tonight. Wait, that would take way too long. That'd be like a 6-hour stream. And I want to wake up early. Tomorrow's a festival at my hometown. Ah. Dying. Procurement, old cup, ZEX. Use the boost items or even easy mode and amoeba. Use them to beat it. They're tough even with the Morpho sword plus. Damn. That's crazy. Well, I'll have to cross that bridge when it comes, when I go to 100% Corb. Festival? Delta! Yeah, I invited Ralsei to this festival. Or I tried to anyway. Okay, anyway. No, I actually invited Susie. I forgot I selected Susie. Because I think she's badass, that's why. She's a good friend. Ah. Ultimate Cup Zex. Dude. Dude. Like Pokemon Masters sex. I love I forgot like people that was like you invited Bird. Like, no, sadly not. That would have been funny. I did to Susie. I've seen the meme where like I don't know if it happens in game, but I've seen a comic of it where it's just like Birdly? Chris, you don't have to say it so loud. Why are you screaming it? Birdly? Fun. That's real. Oh, that's funny. Screams in horror. Flabbergasted or flabbergasted? Okay, I deserve that. This is my I'm not your boss, am I? That feels weird that I'm your older sibling and your boss. Yeah, I like to spin sometimes in the lobbies. It's silly. Ah, spin. And let's go yeet. Learn about curse from the way they say the script we give them. Yeah, I know. It's just like the reaction is so funny. Early. Or like you tell Chris to like, you know, cure people, or like, you know, what was it? The fight with Taskmaster, where you're like, you're obeying her, and then just Chris turns into a dog, like puppy. The puppy Chris is real. Hey, what that dog doing? Oh, that Taunt's almost got me. Boop. Yoink. Uh-oh. Ah! Why did my YouTube cut out? Girl, I'm mid-song, you sucker. Why would you say, are you still watching? Yes, I am. Of course I am. Why wouldn't I be watching or listening to the video? Also, grr, no, I'm not. Chris might be, but not me. Hello, MB20. Hopefully you're doing well. We're just listening to lo-fi, yapping about random stuff, playing the turf. But are you still watching? Yes, YouTube, I am still watching. Is there a way to turn that setting off? Am I stupid? Is there a way to turn that shiz off, or does YouTube just do that? I'm good, and you? I'm not too shabby. Could be better, could be worse. Just rolling with it and hanging out with folk. Ah! I'm gonna do that there. Yee! I almost died. You get an extension that auto clicks the yes button. You know what? I'll look into that one. Because that is annoying to do. Like, I have to tab out of OBS, tab into Chrome, say yes, and tab back into OBS. It is frustrating. I mean, that should be in addition to YouTube Prime, or you know, whatever like the paid YouTube's called. Just want a break from the ads, but instead of you want a break from the ads, you want a break from the "Are you still watching?" button. Oh yeah, no, I really like that too from a game development perspective. That Chris is like, as the dynamic between Chris and the player is actually really cool, because it's like, it's not just like a blank slate character. Like, you know, like Link actually was originally designed from like Zelda, and a couple other characters were meant to not really have a personality. It's supposed to, you know, be a blank slate, and then, you know, you put yourself onto the playable character. While meanwhile, Chris has like a really, like, their own personality, and it's sick. I made Chris hate me, Lamau. That's so fair. Auto skip ads for me, but since they're starting to get more unskippable ads, oh no. Be dually gear? I think it neat. Weird Route Supremo, no. Now it doesn't block ads. That's so real. Actually, wait, I wanted to mention that. So I'm a big fan of indie games, right? Because, you know, I love supporting independent developers, and I want to be an independent developer one day. I picked up something recently, and this might be my Sunday stream. I'm not sure yet. There's this nice little cozy indie game called Unpacking, or hold on. Yeah, Unpacking. And I got that for my late night Sunday, potentially. Because it looks really cozy and really nice. I think I saw like a clip of it randomly on YouTube Shorts. I was like, I'm gonna look into this. And I saw it had a physical version. So I got the limited run physical version of the game for Switch. And so I'm gonna pop that in, and we're gonna check that out as a late night cozy game. I think would be fun. So yippee! That lo-fi version of Gravity Falls is true. So true, yep. I try to put in a lot of music that, like, I really like throughout multiple things. It could be TV shows, could be cartoons, anime. A lot of it's gaming and, like, Nintendo based, but there's stuff like that slipped in where I really enjoyed watching Gravity Falls. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. I like to think my playlist is pretty solid, but, you know, I don't know, my music taste isn't everyone's music taste. This is probably my favorite rendition of Calamari Incantation, by the way. This like lo-fi version of it is really good. And there's even a part of it that plays like the first sequence of the boss fight where it's like DJ Octavio's theme. And it's honestly like my favorite rendition of the incantation outside of like 3 Wishes, maybe. Hello, Wally. Hopefully you're doing well. Lovely evening, is it not? I do concur. I think it's a pretty solid evening. We just be vibing. I'm British. That's so fair. It just sounded like you were polite more than British, I'll be honest. More like a very rich, formal person. I guess that is British, though. I don't know. I have to check with Welshie and corn cheese on that one. They're my official British source. Whoopee! Diary 3 book in the book of Bill after many years. Let's go. That's awesome. I want to get my hands on both of those eventually because I am huge on physical media. I know usually books and film take the back burner to that, but like I'm really a sucker on just physical media in general because then you have it. And once you have it, you have it. Like Nintendo's servers could shut down right now and I have a Switch 2 and I have what? If Nintendo's, like, hypothetically, if Nintendo Switch Online just went kaput right here, right now, I still have for my Switch 2 Cyberpunk, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart, Jamboree, both Zeldas, and Kirby. I have that. I have these physical cartridges with the full game on them, not game key cards, not anything else, just the full-fledged games. So if anything happens, I have them for life. That's why I try to get physically. And all my Switch 1 games too. That doesn't, and I have a huge library. Oh, the apartment gonna be so full. So true. I must steal your game. It's not really stealing if I offer you access to my collection, bunny. I think I'm gonna attempt to join the room. I'm actually gonna back out after this game because we have a full room. So let's play this turf. Actually, no. Mats rotate in 7 minutes. Let's play until the mats rotate. Then we'll drop in with a new drop in. You know, what's map rotata? Or there you go. There's a DC. Corbin, you can join us. DC moment. Yeah, genuinely, I'm so mad at my college self for getting whatchamacallit, a lot of digital games in college, but that was just because I didn't have my car or anything. There's no way to get to like a GameStop or a Walmart or a Target or anywhere that had video games for sale, so I kind of had a skill issue with that. But I'm slowly getting some of these games physically. Like, I'm hoping to eventually get Legends Arceus physically. Like, Shovel Knight I saw physically. I can get Minecraft physically. There's a lot of games I can eventually slowly work on getting physically, so I know for sure I own them. Oh yeah, Scott the Woz is another big supporter of physical games, but hey, I kind of want to know how many physical games Scott the Woz has over me, because low-key, I kind of have a lot. My main objective is to get every single first-party Nintendo game physically. And let me just say, I've been collecting for 10 years. I have a good amount of stuff. I know I also collected like every single Smash Brothers amiibo. So, who knows? Scott the Woz also has a lot more money than me, so he probably got a lot more, a lot easier. But like, genuinely, I have a lot. I just want to see. Oh, I have the physical. You're more than welcome to hold it and play it, Bunny. I have the standard edition. It was like 20 bucks on Amazon I got with my cashback bonus from Discover. I can send you pictures of it actually now if you want to see it. Or maybe not now, like now, but like give me like when maps rotate and I can take a picture of it. Infamous phone drop? No idea. Your call. People can meme me. I'm a streamer. I'm supposed to be memed, Lamau. And hopefully you're doing well, NCT. Here, Bunny, you just give me literally like let's just say map rotations. Give me 4 minutes. 4 to 5. Ah, another turf war. Let's get. Give me like 7 minutes tops, and I'll send you photos of the physical lamb, because it does look really cool. The inside also has a bunch of different followers in it. It's really neat. That lamb. Do do do. Do 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 do. That's something I'm sad about. The Persona Reloaded is a game key card. I really wish it was a full-fledged physical release. I would have got it. There's only like a handful of third-party games that are actually like Switch 2 editions or like the full-fledged game. Cyberpunk being one of them, which is why I picked up Cyberpunk when I could. And like, I know Sonic Crossroads will get a physical release in like 2026 for Switch 2. So I'm probably gonna get the Switch 2 edition whenever that drops. I think it's predicted to be like January 26. I could be wrong. Or like there should be like an ultimate physical edition with all the DLC and everything. What else should I be? Please take off my mask, my disguise. Okay. I was able to snag those pictures of Colt for Bunny. I'm gonna send them. We got one more game here, and then the maps will rotate. Shape shifting, me reference. No, it's Misa reference. Or Cuddle reference. We have a lot of shapeshifters here, or shapeshifter characters. Do, do, do. Alright, pictures are being sent, Bunny. No, it's me, everyone. I did say it's either Cuddle, it's Pearl, or me. Do you happen to have a Kirby amiibo, either the Smash or Kirby Series 1? Those give the best rewards in the Kirby games. Yes, I do. I did say I have every single Smash Brothers amiibo. That is something I'm very proud of. And I have almost every single Splatoon amiibo, not including the recolors. I have every single one that's not recolor. Recolors being, you know, like the different color versions of the Inkling Boy, Inkling Girl, and Squid form for Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. I have like the default reg versions. I need to get the actual Kirby series amiibo because I don't own a single one. Hello, SMG404. Hopefully you're having a good night. We just be vibing with our turfs. I'm working on 3-star in REEF-LUX milk. And we're just rambling about different things as we typically do here. Ah. Oh, I want to ask this, chat, since I think I don't like looking at view count. I don't know how many people are here. Don't tell me how many people are here. But I like to think that there's a decent amount of folks to ask like a question about how I can improve my content. I have a question and I want to know a brutally, like 100% honest answer. Like, tell me like, no, I don't care, or yes, I care. Like, should I put a like count indicator thing on my overlay if I ever like modify my overlays and stuff? Because if people don't really care about like liking a stream or whatnot, or like people just record like a stream, like, does it matter? Or am I just overthinking is basically what I'm asking. Like, nah, you're fine, don't think about it, just stream. That would just make you feel bad about yourself. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just wanted like genuine inputs. I feel like I already kind of do that a little bit because YouTube Studio just kind of yells at me every time I end a stream, just like, hey, here's how the stream are doing. Hey, you got low like counts. So I've been feeling a little meh, and I was wondering, okay, what's ways to address that? All my favorite streamers are online. Yippee! That means you can stream parkour, DJ. That's always a fun thing to do. Or just go do anyone who's not me. Smile. I'm genuinely content. I didn't even think I'd ever get over 1,000 subscribers, and here I am, casually resting around 4,180. So I'm good with that. I'm content. I don't make content to grow, I make content to provide. I don't want to decide for you. I just want to know your folks' perspectives. You don't have to decide for me. It's more of like, what's your input? And yeah, I'm not worried about algorithm too much. My main thing, 3-year marker broke. Thank you, Hone, for your support, Holmes. Hopefully you're having a good one. The main reason I usually sound cheesy, and I'm sorry if I'm cliche, but genuinely, the thing that sparks my soul, the thing that makes me motivated to keep streaming, no matter what, is if I can make at least one person's day a bit better, I'm doing the right thing. And that's kind of the reason why I still will keep going and trying, even when things are rough, you know? Because, like, I don't know. I want to help folks. That's my own purpose. That's a purpose I gave myself, and it's something that makes life really fulfilling, is knowing that I can benefit others or I can help others. I heard Cyberpunk Edge Runners was kind of depressing, though. I wouldn't be down to watch it. I was just saying I got the Switch 2 edition of Cyberpunk, so that I could play it sometime. Maybe drop it in a Surprise Saturday, whenever I bring Surprise Saturday back. I don't know when that'll be. Could be next week, could be a whole another 3 weeks. You never know, because work schedule. Yeah, and okay, that is true. Depressing shows could still be really good, and especially depressing anime. Case in point, Your Lie in April, for anyone who's ever seen Your Lie in April. That anime broke me, but it was still a good anime. I'll just say it especially hit hard because I actually used to play piano and violin. And that's, you know, a big part of that anime. Can I ask something from chat, Jack? Yeah, of course you may. I fell asleep. I had to fall asleep. That's good, Posy. You can fall back asleep if you want. These streams are meant to help people decompress and relax after a long day. Can y'all let me breathe? I haven't played a hot minute. Don't cook me. Yeah, these are more casual turf wars, by the way, chat. We don't have to like grr 100x mindset, you know. We can just kind of vibe. I mean, that is true. I 100% agree with that, Pearl. Getting a rush of that emotion. Honestly, oh my god, I don't know if this is too personal for stream or not. I'm usually a very open book, though. I'm usually like, I'm willing to talk about personal matters to an extent, as long as it's not too overbearing. Like genuinely, I sometimes will talk about some things that, like, I know other streamers won't, because, like, I kind of want to be real. Like, I don't want to, like, I know a lot of people experience, like, really heavy emotions, and sometimes, even if it's just for, like, 5 minutes of a stream, if you wanted to, if we need to talk about it, if it's something that needs to be addressed, we can address it, and then we can bounce back. Would do it again. No, that's so real. That's so real to get that emotion out. I mean, that's why I listen to Dull Knives a lot. Dull Knives is like my 2025 song. Smoldering flame deep in my heart. It's barely a sigh. It's barely a spark. Holding on through every night. Won't someone please save my life? I'm crying for help. It's such a cliche. Invisible pain. It's filling each day. I open my mouth and I feed you a lie. Won't someone please save my life? Like, that song just, oh my god, it makes me sad, but it's like addresses the sad things in my life, so it helps me ground myself, you know? Hear me yelling, then I'm most likely trying to get the demons out. They get angry. That's fair. It's I think we talked about that prior. It's like the Grinch doing yoga, just like, all right, let all the anguish out. Ah! Just screaming at the top of your lung. But dude, what was I gonna talk about? Oh, that. Okay. So chat, I'm gonna be a little bit real for like 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. I like a turf war, if you will. This song's too upbeat for. Same with that. My playlist does not want me to talk about a serious thing. Stuck in replay. You know what? Screw it. Shawty's like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like my mind's on stuck. Replay. If you go with your friend. Who could have ever known we'd ever be more than friends? I'll go into my holster. I'm not gonna sing the whole thing, I'm not drunk, but Shawty's like a melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day. All stuck, replay. Shawty's like that melody in my head. Got me singing like na 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 every day, like a mind stuck on replay. Only a select few will remember one of my drunk streams, just me popping off, being absolutely like, I would say I was pretty much hammered, singing this while playing. Good times. Those are good times for sure. It's like, 1 second, yeah, I'm gonna talk about something serious. My playlist Allow me to introduce myself. I and J, yeah, I remember. God, I forgot about the I and J or L and J or whatever the BS it is. I and L. Oh my god. It is I and L, okay. I remember just being the most confused canine in all of existence. Because on PC, it looks exactly the same, but when you change the font, we figured out it has a different curvature to it. You know, to this day, I have it saved on my phone to use the right font. You know that's because of that stream, right, Pearl? And I find that funny. Like, I had to change the font on my phone. Oh my gosh. I didn't... the torture of it all. Play. I think we still won that. All right, that's what's the, you what? I'm gonna do this song. No, that's actually, wait, do I have the Sidon song? I'm gonna do Sidon. For what I want to talk about, just to get it out of my system. Because if I don't talk about it, it's probably gonna linger, and I don't really want it to linger at all. There we go. All right, I'll do this song. All right, get the silly out of the way. Think about it for streaming equipment. I'm not sure if I should do it or though. I mean, it's really up to you at the end of the day. If you feel the passion to do it, you should try it. Or if you just want to try it, you should try it. I say there's no harm in attempting, but it's up to you. Maybe you could keep the receipts. If it doesn't work out for you, then you can always return and get your money back, type thing. But yeah. Now that the silly's out, I kind of want to talk about the serious thing just briefly. Again, it's just 3 minutes here. Get out of my system. Today, I was at an event. And the thing about the event, well, they played this certain song that, or they did this certain thing that I didn't hear for about, I want to say 2.5 years. It was 2.5 years because it was in... Does anyone remember the original chocolate Splatfest? The dark chocolate versus like the milk chocolate versus the white chocolate. The original one in 2023. That Sunday, while that Splatfest was going on, was one of the hardest days I've had because that's when my uncle passed. And the thing about that hurts the most, besides that uncle being pretty damn close, we were literally, it was just my birthday, and I was literally just texting my uncle recently because he only lived about like an hour versus like the however, it was definitely longer from my home to my college versus like where my uncle lived to my college. And literally we were just texting about like, hey, you know, maybe a future weekend soon, now that you're 21, we can go out and like get a drink and catch up and stuff. Because the last time I saw him before that was Christmas time. And the morning I was ready to stream, I think I had this Splatfest like scheduled and with the thumbnail art and everything. And I just broke down. I remember feeling so like hollow And when it was the first, not only that, it was the first funeral then, when it came time for his funeral. It was the first funeral I ever had a part in the funeral. And so I I said something about, like, you know, for my uncle, and I didn't even really finish what I was saying fully. I was like really sobbing. I remember like apologizing to dad and ma and being like, I'm sorry. I started like bawling and I didn't clearly finish what I had to say. But the thing that really stuck with me is now anytime I hear a 21 gun salute. If y'all don't know, 21 guns, there's like the guns that fire off, and it was like supposed to honor the death of someone. I haven't heard of a 21 gun salute since that happened back in 2023, and it happened tonight, and I just kind of shut down a bit. Like I like shed 2 really strong tears, and I just was, I don't know, I felt awful. Like I was able to bounce back, but like I feel like every time I hear that, or if I ever hear that again, it's just gonna, you know, my memories are just gonna associate with that. And I'm just gonna remember my uncle, and I'm gonna feel a bit sad. And I'm very sorry for your loss, Akeem. Loss of people is really difficult, especially when you're, of course, close. And the thing is, there's not too many family members I'm super close with. There's a few, but there's not a super duper amount. And sadly, it's hard to know who to even be close with too, because I'm closeted IRL. I have to put up a mask spelled with a C, if that makes sense. I have to put up a mask, and I don't really like it. And it's rough. A cask? No. Like, replace the K with a C. Nobody. You goober. Thank you, Bunny. That's what I was alluding to. That didn't make me crack a laugh, though. Thank you, nobody. A mask with a C. A cask. No. But, you know, I don't know. Either way, TLDR, life can be rough, but there's definitely ways through it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, DJ. Yeah, the thing about my uncle was also like a father figure to my dad, because my dad's dad passed away when he was young. So literally, like, for the majority of his life, that uncle was like a grandfather figure, and also like a father figure for Jackogień. I always get reminded of that one post of a guy saying his name was Mark with a C, and a Starbucks wrote Kark on his car. Kark. We love Kark. Head pat. Thank you for the pet pat. But yeah, I don't know. All I gotta say is life is rough, and that's why you just gotta, my personal philosophy is you just gotta do what you can to help. Like, in my eyes, that's why I do everything I do. You don't really know what anyone else is going through. You don't really know what people experience, and you don't really know what people need. So just being there can sometimes be enough. And that's kind of my goal with, like, you know, through streaming, I present myself in a manner where I just want to be a chill folks can hang with, yap to. It doesn't matter if we're playing the game together or, you know, we're getting immersed in a single player experience. I just want to exist for folks because I feel like sometimes that can be exactly what somebody needs. It's just knowing you're there. And I don't know, I should have went for psychology or something. I swear, I get way too philosophical sometimes when streaming. But I hope that helps folks. Hope you know that. I hope so. I just want to leave a powerful, positive influence. That's literally my #1 goal of life. I really want to do that through, like, game development, but, like, if game development doesn't work, I still really enjoy streaming. Life keeps moving, that's true. Time keeps on spinning, spinning, spinning into the future. I love the saxophone of this song. It's so banger. Like, the saxophone did not have to go this hard, but it does, and I'm all for it. So helping yourself more and more too. Thank you, Pearl. I'm really trying to, you know, I'll be honest with you. Okay, this is gonna sound incredibly cheesy, but first let me say hi, Vider. Hopefully you're doing well. Just came to say hi. Well, hello to you as well. This is gonna sound really cheesy, but low-key, one of the things that helped me realize that I need to take care of myself too, and this is something I'm also working on. I'm sometimes afraid to talk about my interests because I'm afraid of being cringe or weird. But at the end of the day, I am a little weird, and that's okay, because I like what I like, and I'm a quirky Nintendo nerd, Imagine Dragons nerd, animation, indie, cartoon, just, like, geek. One of the things I'm afraid about is sometimes talking about that stuff because people, you know, stereotype and judge people just because they like a certain media, and I'm trying to avoid that slowly yet surely. Point I'm getting to, one of the things that helped me realize I'm not taking enough care of myself, low-key, was the most recent episode of The Amazing Digital Circus. Episode 6, where Kinger and Ragatha are talking in the loser corner, literally just helped me realize, like, I need to look out for myself in this too. Like, that's something I genuinely need to work out, is, like, I'm too worried about everything else all the time. I'm too worried about helping my IRL fam. I'm too worried about my IRL job. I'm too worried about streaming so much where I stress out about it, or I'm forcing myself to stream when I'm not taking care of myself. I gotta balance that. I gotta be able to balance and look out for myself too. I gotta look out for my own needs as well. Sometimes I need to take a step back. Sometimes I need to recenter. I think dumb things are freaking cool, and I am free. No, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on that mindset of I'm free to enjoy the things I enjoy, and I don't really have to justify a media I enjoy, you know? Like, I like that show. I know some people are like, ew, this show's cringe, and if you like it, you're cringe. But that's, no, like, I genuinely think indie animation's awesome. And some of the characters are really relatable in that show. I still need to watch it. I don't mind spoilers, by the way, so don't feel bad about spoiling it for me. Yeah, there's just a lot of emotional, character-driven moments in that show that actually relate to reality a lot. And that's why I adore it, is like just the characters. And I mean, the aesthetics are really cool too, but like it's mostly the character arcs in the world and like how people are coping with the situation they're in that show. Thanks Uzi Murder Drones for that absolute banger quote. Oh, I forgot Uzi said that. I need to rewatch Murder Drones. I've only seen the whole thing like once. And there are some things I probably missed on a first watch where if I rewatch I'd probably catch things better. I'm gonna play the game. Are they making a game? I know there was a fan game in development, but I don't know if it was backed by Glitch or not. I don't know if it's like just fan or official for sure. I have a random question. I have a random answer. Are you against game emulators? Depends on the situation. Here's my personal philosophy with emulator. I dropped my controller. When it comes to emulation, I really agree with the perspective of the Ultra Kill developer, where I don't think media should be gatekeeped. If you cannot afford a media, or if you can't afford to support the developers, or if it's like, you know, something that's no longer supported, I think emulation's fine. Especially, I really think emulation's fine if you already have the physical game. I already own Kirby Air Ride. I emulate it to stream. I own Kirby Air Riders physically, and I can prove it. I already supported Nintendo for that game because that game is goated. And same with most things I emulate, but like, if I genuinely can't afford something, I'm still for emulating it. Yeah, it's a fan game. I'd be willing to try it. Peak said they would rather you pirate the game than play transactions in a Roblox ripoff. You know, I saw that. I need to get my hands on Peak because low-key people want to collab. Like, Blasian's been wanting to collab with me on Peak for a while, and I don't own the game yet. And then I have like other folks who want to collab, and I don't own it yet. I can get it. I don't mind, you know, adding more to my Discover bill, I guess. My Discover bill is already atrocious, though, mostly because of my damn car brakes going burr. Did you know car brakes are expensive? Apparently they are, especially for an old Ford Focus, for some reason. So, yay! Bills! Whoopee! On the plus side, I am opening up a long-term savings account for the apartment soon. Or whatever big bills I'll have, mostly the apartment though. Brake pad, it was like three things. It was an oil change, it was brake pads, and then another brake part that was like expensive. The whole thing was like ridiculous though. It was worth like literally over a week's worth of pay. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was like, okay, so you know when your brakes are going bad and like then it like grinds up against the other part? That part, I think, needed to be replaced, and it was expensive. You just say the word car and my first quivers in fear. Yeah, I think it was the brake disc. Yeah, I think I needed new ones of those, so that was a hoofty price go burr. Yeah, the cars are expensive. I need it so to actually travel to my job, which is like a 35-minute commute, but like, oh my gosh, it's pricey. On the plus side, I could drive all the way to where Bunny lives and just Satan grab them if I wanted to. So it has its perks. Yeah, the discs are more work, sagely. So more work means more money means crying, sobbing, rolling, pissing. Hi, Bunny. I gotta get a car eventually. What do you mean? You already own a car? Oh, wait, sorry. I was thinking of your cat. You know, you call the cat car. Like, wait, you have a car. Oh, wait, no, that's a cat. I want more trains. I want more trains. I want more trains. No, that's so real. Public transit is so awful in the States. Especially here in my state, for sure. Like, sure, you could train from, like, I don't know, like DC to, like, where Too Many Games is and, like, King of Prussia. But that's about it. Moo. Hello, what's your question, Posse? I have a random answer. We were waiting behind parked cars. Oh my god. That's so funny. Like, damn, this traffic's taking forever. What's going on? Oh, that's a parked car. Wait, buddy, remember I actually made that mistake? On that road. Taking you back home. There was a... Yeah, oh, you were just alluding to that time. Okay. Yeah, no, we did that. We were waiting behind parked cars because there's 2 lanes. And then we thought, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go in this lane. We were stuck behind parked cars. I was like, oh, wait. Duh. Whoopsie daisy. I thought you were saying, like, oh, the public transit was waiting behind parked cars. I forgot you were alluding to me and you. I'm fitting that the song is playing during the milk stream. True. Milk reflux, go burr. For the moo. To my milk or half joke? What do you mean by half joking? Cat. What did the girl thing mean by that? Did I design my OC myself? The artwork was made by Cuddle Bunny in chat. I came up with the ideas for it though. If you mean by whenever I came up with the designs for Jackogień, I'm the person who comes up with details, but I can't draw, so I pay people to draw like Cuddle and Corrupted Hyena. It's mine. Yum. Thanks for the free milk, Stella. Yummers. I shall use it to murder my enemies. And I hope I make you proud for that. Well, art, but I also gotta manage my money. Money management sucks, and I'll be honest, I'm not good at it. But on the plus side, I have vinyl records for Celeste and Banjo-Kazooie, and like 4 Imagine Dragons albums. So I'm living a good life. I might be broke, but I'm happy. That's important, right, chat? It's okay to be broke if you're happy. It said you're welcome. Whoopee! Yummers. Kill the enemy with Yummer. Bobby! There you go. Hope I make you proud, Stella. Hey, chat, you want to support a bad financial decision? If someone super chats, I might have enough for a YouTube paycheck. If I have a YouTube paycheck, I could buy myself a Premier Ball. You know, like the model Pokeballs? They're like $100. If someone wants to support bad financial decisions, I can I can buy a Premier Ball. I'll make a short on it. Don't do that. Cuddle's gonna spend too much. Yeah, true. No, never mind. Scratch that. I don't want Cuddle spending money. Cuddle should save money for the apartment. Which is actually something I should do, so forget I even said anything. I need to save my money for the apartment. The dream apartment will become the real apartment if I actually learn to save my money. Which, I mean, like I said, I'm opening up a long-term savings account hopefully soon. And then that way, I can tuck away my money and then only pull from it when I really, really need it. Cuddle, I'm putting that, I'm not getting the Premier Ball. I'll put that towards my fucking apartment fund. I'll tuck that away in the apartment fund instead. Oh, we're halfway. Cuddle, I'm sweating. Oh shit, I didn't hit continue. I'm putting that towards the apartment. I'm not putting that towards ball. I'm putting that towards apartment. I will get ball eventually and make short on ball, but I'm gonna put that towards the apartment. Thank you for letting me get a YouTube paycheck though. What? I said never mind. I was teasing. You said didn't have to give me money. I have you know I'm putting into my savings. Okay, fair. All right. The pen. It's possible I can get the ball, but I'll wait until all my bills are paid and see how much. And start my savings account, then I'll figure it out. Because every paycheck now, I'm probably gonna put like half of it into that long-term savings. Already in the middle of doing it, as you said, never mind. Because I was trying to tease, more or less. I don't need you paying me all the time. I need to pay you more because you're the artist. I need to freaking buy Jack art off you if there's like a Splatfest or something. I mean, there's a big run, but I already have big run art, so. Oh, pay to win SMH. What do you mean pay to win? Oh yeah, the 2.5 experience from that. They're going to be first for the rest of the stream. Yeah, the experience value is just pay to win. If you want to be on top of the leaderboard, just donate. I'm kidding. I don't make content for money. I don't think I ever will. If I do, it's just to pay rent. It's not for selfish desire. It's just to live. Also, grr, nuh-uh. Try me, I dare you. Buddy, you already haven't. Just save more money, please. Smile. Take care of Yusa. Listen to Ragatha, not Ragatha. Listen to Kinger's advice and like take care. You gotta look out for yourself in all this too. You gotta take care of you before you take care of anyone else. If you don't take care of yourself, then you won't be able to take care of anyone else. So, it's low-key kind of what I told you before, but like it's also coming from a fictional character, and you should listen to the fictional character. This is the time I will advise to listen to fictional characters. This is when the fictional characters goaded with advice like Kingers. That money not going anywhere. Then why'd you do it then? Is that grr? Actually, it would be funny if I hold up the Premier Ball and I tease Danny Mata. Because like Danny Mata mentioned about like people calling him out, or like it was more popular people. I'm not popular, but like it'd be funny if I like, ha, I got a premiere ball. Take that, Danny Mata. I stole your premiere ball. Just kidding. Although it'd be really funny if I figured out how to steal from Danny Mata and steal specifically the premiere ball. Oh no, the other episodes really kick it up. Like, genuinely episode, like, 6 was, what, I think it was 6, right? The most recent one. Really in-depth. Very character-driven. Also, Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'd look sweet upon that seat of a bicycle built for two. Kane says ass out of you and Ming. Ming is the goat for real. Oh wait, I got a key to Zubal's room. Do do do. Do 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 do. It says gullible in the ceiling. Where? There's no ceiling. I mean, is that a ceiling? Pretty damn high up if that's a ceiling. I don't see no writing up there though. Yes, that's a ceiling. Okay. I was like, it looks very foggy to be a ceiling. Why does the ceiling look like it's foggy? Do 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 do. You can talk to the big screen in the lobby. Ooh, yummers. Does it look like? I mean, it's foggy. My question is why are lights hanging down from the sky then? Hello, Backbug Izzy. Why is it so foggy in here? Steps out of mine. Kaboom. Oh shoot, there's people. Ah, almost got that. Oh, getting bombarded. Looks want me dead. Just will join for a bit. Okay. No, I'm not the sharpest knife in the crayon box, but I like to. I like to have fun. Dumb creature, but happy creature, for the most part. I mean, I have a lot of emotions that I sometimes feel like I have to hide, but other than that. Zack and Wiki. I don't know what that game is, but I'll look into it. They were looking kinda dumb with the finger in their thumb and the shape of an L on their forehead. But did it. You haven't heard about it? I have not. Ow. A sharp weapon from a wooden utensil? Delta. It always links back to Deltarune. If you squint hard enough, it says Deltarune on the ceiling. Actually, low-key, Chris would be a really fun cosplay if I do more cosplays in the future. Like, I only really cosplay Jack because, you know, it's the easiest to do, and I genuinely want to look as much at, like, Jack IRL. Everything is Deltarune. Deltarune is everything. True. Yeah, I'm just, like, hopeful that, in the future, whatchamacallit, I can do like really cool cosplay. Like I want to whatchamacallit, it'd be really cool to do Madeline and like K-Rool. Like those are like completely different characters, but like they're both characters I love. So like I think it'd be really awesome to do either or, you know? Hopefully you're doing well, Cannoli. It has been a while, but hopefully you're doing swell. Let me pay for your cuddle, I swear to God. I'm gonna sit and grab you from here to like, I don't know. I'm just gonna extend my arm miles and miles and miles across just to sit and grab you from my gaming chair. Do you have any tips on making an OC because I'm trying to make one? I think the attire should match the personality to an extent. So like I'll break down why Jack wears what they wear in a second here. And I enjoyed Bonanza. I'm actually on pause with it for the time being. I will eventually pick it up with the post game though. In time. Right now I'm enjoying Corp though. Cosplay as Susie one night. Normally I'm not a fan of dressing mask, but Susie just rocks it so perfectly. Where she's actually kind of goals. No, that's so true. But no, like when designing a character, Posy, like my go-to is like, okay, what does this character represent? And what kind of like attire should they have then? So for Jack, Jack is very heavily based off of just more punk rock, casual, skater park, like, you know, folks who hang out in like, you know, the city type. So the fingerless gloves fit the punk rock aesthetic. The Zekko hoodie very much fits the just like more chilled, laid back vibes. The longer hair is to help, and like the eyes are supposed to be more androgynous looking. Because, you know, Jack uses they, them and is androgynous, so the eyes are almost sort of a mix of feminine and mask, but more so leaning into the femme. In the eye shape, in the eye expression. Sweatpants again are much more casual attire, and same with like just the cream basics or like your basic sneaker. So that's why Jack wears what Jack wears. OG's very similar, with Ojin having a hoodie. I think hoodies are very into the like more casual, laid back type personality. Headphones are also a good option, I like to think, and which is why genuinely before OG's design used to include headphones. And yeah, again, it really like a lot of choosing a like a character's design, especially their attire, can reflect on like how they perceive themselves too, because like they choose that outfit, right? They like decide to style themselves how they want to style themselves, and a lot of it can come off of what that individual character sees about themselves. Watch a squid party and there's people playing, Holmes. Wipe out. Oh yeah, and OG has glasses because Ojin also had very chill and approachable, but also has a little bit of overthinking and analyzing at some times whenever, you know, they're not being an airhead. Toby Fox physically can't make a bad song. No, that's so true. Yeah, folks, can we play the game and not throw the game? That's not fair for folk. It's not fair to throw the game. No, the original Birdly theme is funny. It's not a bad song. It's funny. The original Birdly theme, I will stand by, is actually a work of art. Also, hi, Waddle. And thank you, Shy Guy, for rating. Hopefully you're doing well. Hello, Maddie. Hello, Steph. Hello, SM Toxic. Guy of Shies. The Shy of Guy. Choose? What do you mean? What are you eating? Spit it out. Spit it out. Spit it out. No, it's a really funny song. It's in a lot of comic dubs in the background. It's like that do 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 do, and it's like has like the bird squawking noises in the background. That's like the unused Birdly theme. I think I can play it without getting copyrighted. Hopefully, I might play it for you if you don't know, or just quickly look up unused Birdly song and it'll show up right away. Dang crab. And I'm not bad, Steph. Hopefully you're doing well. Hold on, I'm gonna estrogen. Okay, have a good estrogen. Also give. Hand it over, grr. This is a threat. You know, tell you what, I was wondering how many folk would show up. Because, like, you know, I know Friday nights are very busy nights. I know a lot of different streamers are streaming. But I'm going to say, I think I'm going to, this is sort of an experiment. I think I'm probably going to end up moving my Turfboard vibes permanently to Friday nights from here on out. Start time might vary. But I think this is a good night to just hang out. Talk about stuff, keep on vibing and playing Turf War. I did not think I would pull off that kill, but I will take it and I will run with it. Oh, bunny. Why you do that? I don't know why they just like that had the like expression of why you do that? Just huh? And it did it. Nice shot. I see you. You may have killed me, but I also killed you. Hey, why are you bleeding? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, accident. Why are you bleeding? Yep, Shy Guy changed PFP. I remember Shoy Goy showed it to me when it finished. Be really happy about it. I just 100% Donkey Kong Bonanza. Congrats, Colonel. I'll catch up to you eventually. Hopefully you're good, having a good rest of your night. And I'm looking forward to hang out with you at the local festival. Best $60 I ever spent. So real. Also, I got freaking murdered by my sib. Ah. Ooh, I was still overall splatter though. I wonder how my freshness is looking. Ooh, we're getting there. Okay. My main goal is to get that to 3-star. Might go over it a little bit if we're still vibing and want to hang out a little longer. Answer my previous question, guy. Also, wait, shoot, buddy, did you post something on Insta? I haven't checked your Insta in a while. Or I haven't checked Insta, period, in a while, so... Did you do stuff? When the Insta has gram? Oh, hey, thanks for the follow, Shy Guy. 1 day ago. I don't use Instagram at all, but thanks. The last thing I posted on there was literally from the Ice Cream Splatfest years ago. Oh, you don't have any posts. I created an Insta for the YouTube stuff. That's so real. That's why I'm asking. Oh, thanks. Have a good day. Imagine posting on social media. I know, right? Me who like barely posts anything, and if I do, it's probably on Blue Sky. And it's like something relating to content, probably. I'm most active on my Discord. That's where I usually spend most of my yapping outside of stream. When the disc has a cord. Ow, I did not expect you from the right side. You know what's the funniest thing? I just realized this. Back in high school, like, young Ojin, I'll say. Young Ojin was very, very incredibly anti-social media. Like, I'm telling you, like, I had a Facebook for Facebook Marketplace, and I never used it, like, at all. Like, I was very anti-social media. I never, like, throughout the entirety of high school and most of college, I did not have any, like, Snapchat or anything like that that people usually used. I was just very anti-social media. And then I became a content creator. So kind of became active with Discord and YouTubes. And then I also got a Twitter for a little while, and then Twitter got bought by Elon, and then I swapped to Blue Sky. Just for the games, lol. Gaming. I mean, that's kind of why I got Facebook too, for Facebook Marketplace, so I could look for local yard sales and buy used games. Because back in the day, I started collecting, and most of my collection was like very good condition from yard sale or Facebook Marketplace or whatever. Most of my stuff that I have nowadays, actually, my GameCube and my SNES are both secondhand from a family friend, and with a lot of my GameCube games as well. Like the majority of my GameCube games, actually. Like pretty sure. Yeah, I never owned the original Super Monkey Ball until that. I only had Super Monkey Ball 2, which was my brother's copy. Let's see. Mario Sunshine was there, Luigi's Mansion, Pikmin 1, Paper Mario, I think, was theirs. I know the most obscure game ever, Pokemon Channel for GameCube, is a really weird game that's just like that's like micro games, and then like that's where the Pichu Bros like anime special came from. You know, like the Pichu with like the spiky hair from like Heart Gold and Soul Silver. that originally came from this Pichu Bros like animated thingy. But like, yeah, it includes 3 Pokemon channels. Pokemon channel for GameCube. Very peculiar. When you watch Pikachu watching TV, yeah, it's a very peculiar game. But it exists, and I own it. It's part of my collection. Same with Pokemon Coliseum, or Pokemon Gale of Darkness. These are, I hear they're really good games, but low-key, they've just been kind of sitting in my drawer. I never really played through either of them. I hear they're solid. I just haven't played them. And I feel bad because they've been a part of my collection for a while. I saw Colt, I'm stealing it. You are allowed to use it, Lamau. You know what? I'm gonna say this, chat. Don't stream Pokemon channel. Something about the anime sections get like copyrighted or something. There was a video I watched, I forgot what it was. I wasn't planning on streaming Pokemon channel. I was rather do like Pokemon Gale of Darkness or Pokemon Coliseum or something. Or iPod Touch so I can download an old game that's no longer available. No, that's so real. You know what? The funny story about an iPod Touch, actually. So my iPod Touch was broken, right? Or like I needed to like purge the data on it or whatever because I was getting like an actual phone. I already backed up everything I needed, and I was like, I need I want to get rid of. I need to like get rid of this, and I don't really know how. Until I got the ingenious idea to take my iPod into the garage and start beating it up with a hammer. The problem with that, as I'm beating it up with a hammer, it's getting really hot because I hit the battery. So the phone was overheating in my hand. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want it to explode or anything. So I shoved it in the freezer for a couple of hours. And that worked. And once I took it out of the freezer, I finished destroying it and then putting the broken pieces in the trash can. But I remember like smashing with the hammer, picking up, and I was like, why is this so hot? And then I remembered, oh wait, phones have batteries in them. Batteries can be explosive. So yeah, I just remember my half-destroyed iPod Touch being inside a freezer, literally like felled it, you know, folded it in half, overheating, shoved it in the freezer, and then I didn't put it in the trash. I like disposed of it properly, I think. I actually ended up caving to mom and dad and telling them what I did. And then we put it in the burn barrel, and I think we just burned it. If I remember correctly. So like we didn't risk an actual explosion. But yeah, just a quirky, like, you know, 12-year-old thing I did. It's fine. It luckily didn't explode. It was fine. I was like 12. I didn't really know what I was doing, I'll be honest. Probably could have handled disposing that better. In hindsight. In hindsight, I probably could have done it better. Instead of smashing it, freezing it, and then burning it. You with too many things on the internet. No, that's so real. TLDR, I've always been a little bit chaotic. The chaos has always been a part of me to some extent. Fun times. Chaos. I could do anything. No, low-key, I promise, chat, I wouldn't do that again. I got exposed to 95 levels of radiation. I mean, I didn't, like, stand over the fire and breathe in the chemicals. I just kind of lit it on fire and then just, like, walked away. Metamorphosis. So, if you're thinking I huffed, like, chemicals inside the iPod Touch, I did not. Contrary to what people might want to do. You should do it for science. I burn an iPod Touch and breathe in the fumes for science. Look, again, in my defense, I was young, I was stupid, and I thought it was really funny to break something with a hammer and burn it because I didn't really know what I was doing. Tell you what, actually, funny enough, I think Momojin and Dadojin actually don't know about that story. I thought Mom and Dad got involved because but no, I remember I came up with the idea of putting it in the burn barrel because I saw a logo about not putting it in a trash can. I was like, oh, okay, if I can't just throw it out, then I'm just gonna burn it. I wasn't the sharpest knife in the crayon box, I'll be honest. I'm never that intelligent. Like I'm also I'm like, again, this story came from elementary school. I remember clearly. I think it was like 4th or 5th grade or something. But I remember coming home after watching an animated animated clip of Paul Bunyan, you know, like this giant dude who was like chopping down trees left and right. And so I thought it would look really cool, and I thought it looked really fun. So after coming home from school that day, I went into my dad's shed, grabbed an axe, saw the thinnest tree, or like a tree I thought would be good firewood, and just started huffing at it and chopping it down, not realizing that was one of Momojin's favorite trees. Eventually, Dad heard the noise and was like, what the hell is that noise? What's going on? And then he sees, you know, me with the big old axe like that is almost as tall as me, just swinging it, huffing it at the tree. It's just like, you know, young Ochin just, oh, hi, Dad. And then it's just, like, he was just like yelling at me to stop. And then they're asking like, why are you trying to chop up a tree? And I was like, you have to make firewood. And I was like, why are you chopping down the tree to make firewood? Oh, I saw this thing, and it was Paul Bunyan. And I was like, yeah, long story short, young Ojin saw Paul Bunyan, casually grabs an axe. You just casually grabbed an axe at me. Yeah. Like, low-key, I've always been able to lift things half decently. So I just kind of casually grabbed a big old axe and just started, you know, chopping away with like my entire body weight. All right, Susie Deltarune. I've always been Susie Deltarune. Casually carrying big ass axe. Me go to grab a stack of dynamite because I saw it in a cartoon. I mean, that's kind of the logic I had. I was like, ooh, let me grab a big old axe and start chopping away. Oh, you're attracted to Susie Deltarune? I'm not Susie Deltarune? What if I want to be Susie Deltarune? Oh, you didn't mean to retract that. Okay. It was a misinput. You calm down. It was a misinput. I waddled. I might need to blow my nose. I feel my nose getting all stuffy. Susie Undertale, Susie Deltarune. Fat hoof. Ooh, wait, Kirby Air Ride, right? It's Kirby Air Ride. Yeah! I'm so ready for Air Riders, chat. You have no idea. I'm telling you, even if like no one shows up to that stream, I'll say streams because I'm gonna play a lot of it on and off stream. I'm gonna play the shit out of Kirby Air Riders like it's no tomorrow. Like I want to stream more regular Air Ride too. It's fun trying to just like get different events in city, excuse me, city trial and whatnot. Yeet. And yeet. Oh, skill issue on my part. Hey, what's up, Bran? Hopefully you're feeling all right. How's it going? We're just chilling, playing some turfs for like probably another 50 minutes or so, I'm assuming. Just until the end of rotation, then I should probably call it a night considering I have to... Oh, I want to get up early to hang out with Colonel. Dead on the inside and outside. Hey, based. Hopefully you do feel better though. And hopefully like both physically, mentally, all that good stuff. I know being sick sucks. So I hope you're staying hydrated. Hydration's really important for whenever you're sick. And even when you're not sick, it's just in general, hydration can be good. Like, yeah, of course, no problems. Lots of that's not hydration. Alcohol makes you dehydrated just like coffee. It's not hydration, Holmes. Now, I'm gonna say that to Brandbot, but no one better say that to me during my birthday stream, okay? Just throwing it out there. Don't tell me to hydrate during my birthday stream. I'm just gonna keep drinking alcohol. That's February Ocean's problem though. Drink a drink a drink. Everybody, shots, 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 shots. Nah, I will say that to you, Pup Grr. I mean, thanks for looking out for my health, I guess, Lamau. Appreciate it. Even though I'll probably be too hammered, dude. No. I don't have a water bowl. I have a bottle. I have a bottle of water. Did I send you the video of me slamming a buzzball the other day? I don't know if did he send it to Xenosquid? I'll check out Xenosquid's in a hot minute to see. Or after stream at the very least. Also shit, what time should I set my alarm to? Let's see, I want to leave by probably 8:15, so... a good half hour to get ready. I'll say 7:45, I'll set my alarm then. I'll get 7 hours of sleep then if I end stream at midnight. 7 hours is good enough. Or at the very least, I'll end stream at 20. And then it's still about 8 hours then. I'll see. Because I'm having a lot of fun. But also, I don't want to overdo it. So, my minimum's 2.5 hours for Turf War and Vibe. I'll do. Do 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 do. Oh wait, duh! I want to fresh up my weapon. Let me get my weapon to 3 stars at the very least. To carry yourself. I'm trying to an extent anyway. I don't get any more sleep because it's 4 AM for me, but I don't care. You should try to, Pawsy. Here, let me play some more laid back music for you. Let me bring the house down a little bit. I'll be the DJ to just set the mood and just take a deep breath and relax. This fine. Well, 4 AM for some folks, 11 PM for me. Pay for the whole bunny, please don't. I appreciate. Look, you already guaranteed I get a YouTube paycheck for September now. So I appreciate you, but that guarantees I'm getting a paycheck at least. Because I was at like 80 or something, 85, and I need to make like 100 in order for YouTube to pay me. Now YouTube's officially going to actually pay me in September, thanks to Yusa. You didn't have to do that though, and I don't want you to do any more because you've already done. That's a lot. $50 is a lot for me. That's over half a day's work. Because like I make like, let's see. I'm trying to think how much I make a week. Yeah, I have to that much. Yeah, that's definitely $50 is like definitely over half a day's pay for me. Because I don't make, I like make under 2K a month, I think, or something right now. I don't want to disclose like how much I'm actually getting paid at my like other job, like my IRL job, but you know. Yeah, we're not making much at all. In my defense, I'm not working 40 hours a week either, but like, so that's only because my work doesn't have the availability for 40 hour. But it's still like a very highly stressful job because I always have to be like on guard and ready to handle emergencies as a security personnel. Mike, play minimum range. Minimum range, more like minimum wage, am I right? The biggest problem is taxes, which I will... Taxes just take out like roughly 30% of income, give or take, between federal, local, and state. It's like on an estimate 30%. So it's like, damn. It'd be like that. Like, I would be getting paid, literally, I think, genuinely, my overall pay for the year would be probably, like, 3K more, if not, yeah, at least 3K more, I think, with how long I've been working for. That's just, like, $3,000 I missed out on because of taxes. And it's like, I could have really used that to pay my student loans. I'm slowly paying my student loans, and if I keep paying at the rate that I have, then they'll fully be paid off within 10 years. But like, I wanted to be done sooner, so if I have the money, I try to spend more on the actual loan to like pay in full. Luckily, though, next month the big stuff is happening. And by the big stuff, I mean I'm opening up a long-term savings so that I can actually afford to move out one day. Whoopee! Oh yeah, and October's a bonus month. I forgot. Okay, so chat, you know how like, okay, if you're someone in your mid-20s probably, like me, you sometimes like budget paycheck to paycheck, right? That means like for my calculations, I estimate like, oh, 2 paychecks a month. October is different though, because October is actually technically 3 because I get paid every other week. Also, Alphalin! Yeah! Okay. Sorry, I love Curb. But yeah, October is like Oh, October actually gets 3 paychecks instead. Oh, I ignore the splatter color screen because I don't want to use splatter color screen on y'all. The only time I use splatter color is like if I'm like playing you know, not against viewer, like if I play Splatoon in my free time, or you know, Splatfests could be an exception, but like for the most part I don't really use the splatter color weapons because they hurt eyeball. And today's gimmick is just the milk reflex. I want a 3-star milk. Look like that for August. I 100% get it. Great month. Yeah, that's like me for October. I'm like, oh shit. October, at least if I'm still working at the same company, if I don't get hired at anywhere else, if I'm still with my current employer, October will be a bonus month because I'll get an extra paycheck, which I'm probably just gonna take that extra pay and just like completely just put it in the long-term savings, because like that's gonna be helpful. Haha, money. Romer. Spooky month W. So true. Fun fact, this song was in my top 10 for a month. Totally. What's up, Barry? Hopefully you're doing well. We're just vibing. We're up turf warring our vibe, as we hopefully plan on doing every Friday, if folks are, if this works out for folks. I'm debating on moving this to every Friday night, being in a turf warring vibe, with of course new gimmicks. Maybe I'm only gonna use these special like weapons with this special or this sub or whatever. Heterosexuality? I don't even know it. You know, Barry's being completely sarcastic. Barry is as flamboyant and homosexual as possible. And we lost Lamau. Okay. I didn't know if you recalled. And in the finale. Oh, 3-star. We get it. We did it, chat. I'm gonna just play. Let's play 3 more turfs. We'll do 3 more here. And then we'll wrap it up for the evening. Who dare to stand will be made to crawl, and in the final hour of fading light, no one can challenge my mind. Now while my fire burns bright, and in the final hour my star will shine. Starlight and powers align. In the final fight, and how the hearts of men I see a darkness beckoning. You deal with the power far beyond your reckoning. Oh, I love this song. Sorry, I was stimming there for a hot minute. It was still me. My voice fluctuates a lot. Sometimes when I sing, my voice can fluctuate. Can you see now? It's me, it's always me. No matter if high or low, I can be a many various different voice ranges I try to be. And when you see it all fall down, lights and powers aligned in the final fight. In the final hour, my star can shine. Starlights and powers aligned. In the final fight, darkness beckoning. I just need to get my voice prepared, can't you see? All the voices I can do, what? I don't know the word, hold on. Entropy? What's a good word that fits there? Buddy! Buddy! I need a dictionary. Can you get me a dictionary, please? I could greatly use one right now. I don't know if Buddy's... I mean, Buddy, I'm assuming is right here. You know, I like having a voice range. It's fun to mess with sometimes.
Oh, Lynn's up here, don't worry. Lynn's always around if you ask. This? Yummers? I know Pearl thinks it's Yummers. Isn't that right, Pearl?
Pearl piss? Pearl kiss?
How are you pronounce it? I forget how you pronounce it though.
Bunk. Why? Hey, Sim. Hey, yo. Oh shit, I'm dead. Yeah, voice acting's fun. And having a voice range to tinker with from time to time.
Pearlgus, that's what it is. Pearlgus.
What, you just realized it's girl piss now, Barry? Spit on that. I swear to God, Barry. It's like, what are you concurring? You already said it. Yo, piss girl piss. The piss that girls, the girls that piss. Both you and Stality. That's funny. Piss to a piss with that. I swear to mods. No, I'm not gonna. A mod can't bonk a mod, I think. Unless... Wait, Bunny, you're an admin mod, right? Can you bonk Barry? I forget.
Piss to us.
I'm not gonna say that. Actually, I'm gonna change my mind. I have a shred of decency, not much. What on earth are we talking about? Ask Barry. I thought we let that joke in 2024. Hey, okay. Buddy tested it out. Buddy can. I forgot. I've got Buddy has the like super wrench, so Buddy can like bonk mods. We don't want to piss on each other. We just like talking about piss. There's a big difference. Friendly fire will not be tolerated. It can be tolerated when Bunny's the Bunny's the head thing. Bunny's the head creature. Bunny has a wrench squared. There we go. The duality of the mindset. Friendly fire will not be tolerated versus friendly fire is required. And then here pissing on each other. No, we're just talking about piss. What's wrong with a golden shower? I like gold. I mean, if that's what you like, I mean, I'm not gonna judge. This is a judge-free zone. It just... Of course we're talking about piss when I get yellowing. Go figure. We don't kink shame in this household, true. See, you understand why I've marked my streams the way I mark it? Sometimes we're like casual, and then sometimes we're just completely unhinged. There's like, it varies depending on like moment to moment. with this gang, and I don't know why. Please do drink a gallon of water if your piss is this color. Yeah, no, that's true. You should genuinely hydrate. Bunny, I'm not gonna shoot you if you're gonna be chill. All right, who did it? It's like Bunny's being chill right now. I don't want to kill Bunny. Yeet. And don't worry, Greg, we are genuinely wrapping it up soon. I'm getting a little EP, and then I gotta wake up early for there's a big Labor Day festival thing in my hometown. I want to walk around because there's sometimes a used game person who has like used games for sale. So I would definitely want to find if they're around. Because gaming. Just imagine gaming. Now imagine dragons. Apple juice, yummer. Yummers. I know Pearl loves apple juice, in quotes. And yeet. And also, don't worry, Pearl, the teasing will continue. With Cult of the Lamb late night returning this next week. The cult shall return. Meaning the piss and poop, or more specifically, the poop jokes will be back for sure. Jack! Hi. Actually, wait, Bunny! What's your work schedule? I want to stream where you can actually see the stream then. Imagine Dragon D's. No. Nuh-uh. No. Alright. Wrapping it up, gang. I hope you enjoyed your time here. As usual, it was very chill and chaotic, which I always enjoy for these streams, low-key. Being able to yap about a bunch of different things, being silly, and for the first time in a while, there's enough of you hanging around where I feel obligated to raid. So we're gonna go see if there's someone else alive, and we can actually do, the first time in a while, a Jackogień raid. I'm gonna see who's around, and I'm gonna see if I can properly raid. So I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna see if anyone I know is live. Ooh, wait. What game is that? I've never heard. Wait, is that Little Nightmare or is that a different game? I'm just looking to see what folks are playing. Or what folks are streaming. I mean, you know what would be funny? Nah, I'm gonna save that for later. I was debating on rating Massive Monster, the developer of Cult of the Lamb, but I don't want to like clog their chat. I don't want to be unprofessional potentially. So I'm just looking around to see if anyone else is live. Oh, Snuggy's live with Marpar. I'll raid Snuggy. Snuggy's usually pretty chill. We'll go live redirect over to Snuggy. Raid this Jackogień fellow. Heard they're cool. I don't know. They seem a little mid. Trying to bug Jack and you were there. I was stuck in ink, so I said hi, lol. Hi. Funny jump scare. Alright, where's the live redirect feature? I always miss out on this. I think it's in customization. Yeah, there it is. Okay, sweet. Found it. Boop. Let me put it into the link. We're gonna go over to Snuggy95. Spread some peace, love, and good vibes with the hashtag Jack raid. I'm sorry, Tecker. No, we're just wrapping it up, but hopefully you're doing well. Sargi, you came in right at the tail end, Holmes, but don't worry. For future Friday nights, we will be doing more Turf War and Vibe, and I'm gonna bring back my late night streaming as well. I just took a break from it just because, you know, life moment. My switch off mad because I was playing too much Splatoon. Oh no. Well, hopefully you can get your Switch back, and hopefully you all have a good rest of your night now that we're officially wrapping it up. Sorgi, and as always, no matter what, remember, peace, love, and good vibes. I'll be live again. I'm probably gonna be live on Sunday night. She took it for herself. Damn, that's crazy. I kind of wish I had a gamer parental. Anyway, take care, everyone. We're gonna go to Snuggy95. Hashtag. You're gonna say who's a good MB, which it's Stella, not me. Take care of yourself, Pearl. Take care of yourself, everyone. Peace, love, and good vibes. I should live redirect as well. Just don't call me a good enemy, and I'll catch y'all on the flip side. You like jazz? I love jazz, actually. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care of yourself. See you Sunday night, late night, if you want to hang out with unboxing. I'm going to do that. Will be my next stream. Take care. Bye.